Hi guys, this is Buttersbridge here, and I'm just going to take you on a basic tour of how FC Clunge came about, and basically what the bronze pack method is. I've had a few PMs recently from people when I've talked about it on the forums, and done pack openings on it before, asking like what I do, like how I started, what players I save, what I sell, what I don't sell. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of a quick tour and a quick guide, really, if you wanted to start it up. It's actually quite fun, pretty simple to do. Can get frustrating that your contracts don't sell as quickly as you'd expect, well, as much as you'd want them to be honest. So basically, I started this account last year, and I started doing it from last year, but this year I gave it 5,000 coins to start with, just a bit of startup capital from my main account, just to open bronze packs. It's basically as simple as that. All I do is I open bronze packs, I keep all the players and staff that I've not got, I actually swap any duplicate players which have got better formations. So obviously if I've got one with 3 at the back and I get one with 4 at the back, I put the 4 at the back in my club because it's better for teams that I'm building, and they're probably more valuable in the long run anyway if I ever decided to sell. So that's the first thing, and then I just sell basically the consumables and any duplicate players which are worth any value. I'll give you a quick tour now in my trade pile. Things like basic contracts, rare ones, I just put up at 150 and 200 bin and just hope that they go. Sometimes it can be a real grind, and you can be just listing them and listing them and listing them and nothing selling. Other days there must be people playing bronze tournaments and they fly out. You'd be surprised, sometimes you can sell 10 of them in an hour, which is quite rare but it's quite nice when it does happen. Any of me player healing cards, the plus ones, I just stick up at 200 bin as well, and most of the time they sell within the first time I list them. But sometimes you've got to keep relisting them like with anything. The next thing are the manager's contracts. I only sell the rare ones. I don't sell the basic ones because they don't tend to shift at all. I think there's millions of them on the market, so it's very lucky if yours sell. But the rare ones I just put up again at 150 starting price to 200 bin and just keep relisting until they sell, and they normally take about 3 times sometimes to sell. Sometimes you can be lucky. The other thing is the player contracts. I stick them up at 150 starting and 250 bin. As you can see on this one, somebody just bought it at the starting price. Sometimes they get binned, so that's just chance really, whether they go for little amounts or whether they go for your bins. The other things, the best things you can get in your consumables are the squad fitnesses, which I normally put at 900 and 1200 bin. I put this one up before, but and it didn't sell at all, so I normally just reduce it. If I'm relisting these, I normally just put them at 9 and 1000 the second time, and just relist them, and they'll eventually go at normally 900, or sometimes you'll get the 1000. Like I say, sometimes you'll get the 1200, which is better. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of the non-rares, which just try and shift. And the only other thing are the players. Like from my first show, if any of you have seen it, these are 3 of the guys who I picked up, luckily, in the packs. Again, I just sell the ones which are, I think are worthwhile. Easter, I'm not sure. I put him up by accident at 150 starting price, but I thought I'm not taking him down, I'll just leave him. If he sells at 150, he sells at 150. I was only going to discard him otherwise anyway. Goban, I was lucky I got another 41212. I've just stuck him up at that price. If he doesn't sell, I'll reduce the price. If he doesn't sell at that, I'll just keep reducing it until he goes. And Thomas, likewise, just put him up at 2 and 2.5. I just normally look at the database, ultimatedb.nl, really good resource for finding out like average prices. Wouldn't actually go off the average prices. I tend to look at the current auctions. There's a little button what you can click on when you click on the players, and you can find out the actual auctions which are up at the moment, or a couple of them it normally shows. It doesn't tend to show you 100%, but it just gives you a bit of a guide, like what people are actually selling them for, what bids are actually on them at the moment. But again, just beware, because people have been bidding on their own players and shooting prices up, so just tend to have a look and study it a little bit before you do list these players. Any other consumables what I sell? What other consumables are there? Oh, the player healing all, the plus ones, where you can heal any position. I normally stick them at 300 bin, 150 starting price. A lot of the time they go for the 300 bin. Sometimes you might only get the 150, 200 or the 250 in between. Depends how many people are on and how many people are wanting them, like any time. So that's basically about that. I find, by doing this method, you make a profit. As you can see from my coin total, I actually started with 5,000 coins. I have got, I think it's just over 2,100 players now in my account, which I've saved, and I've still got that amount of money. So it just goes to show, if I was to sell all the players as well who were worth the decent values, I reckon I'd probably have over 300,000 in coins, because I was lucky enough just after Christmas to pull an inform from doing this method. I have actually had 2 gold informs this year. One was Voronin, and the other one I can't remember. He was a bronze, a gold right back for France, I think he was, or right winger. But he was only worth at the time a discard value, so I just ended up discarding them. So I mean, what you'll probably find in some of my later videos is I'll open some bronze packs, and because I've got so many coins, I'll treat myself every so often to maybe a silver jumbo or a gold jumbo. The only reason I've not done it this time is because Team of the Week this week isn't particularly good, so I thought it probably wasn't worthwhile. I might as well save my coins till next week and see if I can get a decent Team of the Week player. You never know. It's one of those chances you take. But by doing this method, I've always made a profit. I've never had to put any more capital in from that first 5,000. I've always made money out of it. So it is quite profiteering. I say I've made quite a lot in the time. It takes a lot of work. You've got to keep relisting. Like I say, it can be a bit of a grind at times. But so can trading the market and sitting in the 59th minute. I've never particularly liked doing that. I've never really actually done it. I tended to look at the 12-hour mark, to be honest, and certain players. That's the way I found bargains on my main account. But yeah, if there's any more information you want to know about doing this method, any other prices, any other things you think, why do you sell them, why don't you sell them, just let me know in the comments below. I hope this has been educational, and I hope you think you could start one yourself on a second account, because it is quite fun. Okay, thank you for watching, and see me next time.